Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And thank you for being here and being a part of our soul family. And wow, 2023 is, or 2023, I'm a little behind. 2026 is really off to an intense start with the geopolitical situation. I don't know if you guys have had a moment to learn and see, but apparently, um, the Trump administration has taken down Venezuela's president, dictator Nicolas Maduro, and has captured them. And so, what does that mean for Venezuela? We don't know. Um, Obviously, we can look at it and say, "Oh my God, that's an amazing thing," or whatever. But we have to remember the people. We have to remember the people and what the infrastructure is going to look like, and how we're going to best support the people, right? Venezuela has been under dictatorship for, I believe, over 25 years. First with Chavez and now Maduro, and it signifies that so much of what's happening in the earth and in the world and with consciousness, and same thing we have happening in um, in Iran, actually. And so there's already so much going on, and it's only January 3rd, and it was all in the cards. It was all in the astrology, my friends. This is a full moon. We had a full moon last night. Today is also full moon energy in the sign of Cancer. That is the sign of emotions. That is the sign of the home. And there's a conjunction with Jupiter. Jupiter is a sign of luck. So there is something really, really, really powerful that's going on in the world. And there's this concept, I don't know if you've heard of it, called a new earth. The new earth. The new earth is not necessarily something that is like something that happens overnight, but it's something that's been gradually happening and gradually transforming. And that's that consciousness. One of the indicators of a new earth is that consciousness is going to come before systems and structures, right? All those outdated systems and structures of how we used to do things. That includes governments, it includes economies, it includes also for us our inner state. All of that is shifting, and you see it happening in the world around you. Okay, let's pray and send energy and light to all these regions of the world that are changing, that are transforming, that are completely, what do they say, breaking down to break through. Okay, one of the other facets of a new earth is really that what we know time to be gives away to actual presence, right? Time no longer becomes linear. It becomes more about presence. That presence creates more of an ability for us to connect to each other. And those of you who were here yesterday, in the middle of our download, we were talking about the earth. We were talking about the earth, and we were talking about the earth shifting, and we were talking about honoring our earth. And what happened? An earthquake here in Mexico. And I had to excuse myself quite quickly and run out of the house. I am safe. Let's also please pray for those who may not have been safe, who may have been affected by that earthquake. I haven't connected to any of the news of the aftermath of what that is. However, I think it was much bigger than I anticipated. Luckily enough for us here, um, everything was okay. But this is the energy of 2026, and don't get scared, don't get nervous, don't get whatever. Remember that according to the Chinese astrology is so incredibly potent. We're still in the year of the snake. We're in the last month and a half, I think. I think it's Chinese New Year starts in February this year. We are in the last final shedding of the old skin of the snake. That's what the snake is, about letting go and shedding the old skin before the horse emerges, right? When the horse emerges, the fire horse emerges next month, we are really, really, really taking off. That horse is not sitting around. That horse is taking off. And so let's get excited. Okay. Let's really get excited, but let's remember that in this new earth, we have to hold space for our fellow man. Okay. Doesn't matter if you don't know anybody or anything that's happening in Iran. It doesn't matter if you don't know anybody or anybody who's in Venezuela or any of the other regions of the world that nobody's talking about, like the Congo in the middle of Africa and all these other places that have been Somalia, all these places that have been war torn for ages and ages and ages and go through these upheavals that we don't even know about. Let's please, please, please hold space for each and every one of these individuals, everyone who's affected by this change, and know that we're a global community. And to be a global community means first to lead with our heart, that each and every one of us knows that we are one, that we are safe, and that we are together in this movement forward towards this new earth. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin our meditation today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone online. Good morning, Betsy. Happiest New Year's to you. Jesse, so wonderful to see all of you. Selena, let's go ahead and begin. Let's close our eyes and let's find ourselves in our heart. Who are we today and what grand and glorious adventures await us? As we begin, let's just remember to become present. So find yourself in your heart. And let's begin today by taking 3 deep breaths. Let's start with a prayer of gratitude, okay? Creator of all that is, source, light, universe, we thank you for everything. Amen. Now let's begin. 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our energy to the center of the earth. And as we shift our energy to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful, beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from this space in the center of the earth, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And now switch your awareness into this ball of light. And imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some dark, through those layers, out into a beautiful golden-like light. And through the golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is. The plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. And as your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy, you feel the connection, the contribution, the collaboration of all things, all atoms and molecules of existence here. From here, we are going to ask for some downloads for the group today. As a reminder, downloads are just energies that we receive into our subconscious thoughts, feelings, emotions, and experiences. Change your beliefs, you change your reality. So let's see what we've got. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you are ready for this new earth, that it's safe for you to be a part of the shift in consciousness on a global scale. And that you, that which you see in the world around you, is a reflection of you. And so, too, what is the dictator that is within you, within your consciousness, that has been removed or needs to be removed? Perhaps you hear this, you think of that little voice in your head that tells you that you can't do things, or that things are wrong, or that things have to be a certain way, or that you're no good. And in order for you to deserve to be good, that you have to do ABC and XYZ. So everything that that brings up, of that little dictator that's running around in your head, can we cancel, delete, destroy, and uncreate it? And let's be clear, we all have that little dictator in our head. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body, to know that you are independent? You have choice. You have possibility. If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body, to have the Creator's definition, perspective, understanding, and knowing of freedom? That you are free, that it's safe for you to be free. It's safe for you to live freely. If you'd like that, say yes. I'm getting also the energy of like trying new things. How do you feel about trying new things? Do you like trying new things? Does trying new things scare you? Are you hesitant to try new things? Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're worthy of trying new things? And guess what? If you don't like those new things, you can try something else. So, would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to know that you're worthy, that it's safe for you to try new things? And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body, to know that if you don't like those new things that you've tried, you can try something else? Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you are a part of a global community, that humanity is a global community? Remember yesterday, we were speaking about zooming out and seeing the big picture, seeing the earth from the cosmos, from the highest perspective beyond this planet, to acknowledge that as you observe this planet from far away, there are no borders, there are no boundaries, there is no race, there is no religion. Hmm. So, what are we getting so caught up in down here? All of the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, the worry. Can we please destroy and uncreate it? And would you like to know what it feels like to hold space for your fellow man? What does it mean to hold space? Honestly, it simply just means to carve this unique place in your heart, that you are thinking about them consciously, and that you are sending light to them consciously. That is what I can offer you about holding space, right? And so, would you like to know what it feels like to know that as we hold space for others, they're also holding space for you? That means that you too are safe, and that means that you too are protected. If you'd like that, say yes. You know, I have to share something that's just coming up. Um, Many of us have lost loved ones in our lives, rather recently or at any significant point. People that you're very close to, parents, loved ones, grandparents, siblings. And do you ever I don't know, this is something that's really happened to me since my mom transitioned, like, to actually look at her life from start to finish, right? She was born July 18th, 1947. She died May 7th, 2025. You see that finite amount of time, right? And it's almost like a timeline, right? And you have all these different markers of life that create life and what have you, right? And, you know, it's so interesting to me because it really creates a sense of uh, gratitude, but acknowledgement that, you know what, we really, really, really are here on this planet for a very short time, right? A very short time. And, you know, if we look at the imprint that we make while we're here, what is that imprint, right? Because every soul of humanity makes an imprint, believe it or not. You know, some are definitely more significant than others, some are not, some are more significant to certain people. But let us shift our consciousness today, and just for today, to become present with this question. What imprint am I leaving this planet? What imprint am I leaving this reality? What imprint am I offering my loved ones, the generations that will come after me, the generations, the people that will never know my name? What am I leaving? Right? That's how I am seeing, as we're doing this right now, the fabric of humanity weaving a new earth. Is It's not about our ego. It's not about, oh my God, I have to achieve this or do that or whatever in order to have a legacy, right? It's a knowing that you have, a knowing of your knowing in your heart and in your infinite being that you matter, that your energy is crucial. Every single one of us, our energy is crucial, right? So ask ourselves today, what imprint am I choosing to leave today? And let's just, get in the habit of that. And then we can become more conscious of how we're navigating this reality. So if you'd like to know how to do that, and you're worthy of doing it, and it's safe for you to do that, just say yes. Okay, so let's please shift our energy to those who require healing today. We do this every day. Just hold space for those individuals that we want to send a little extra amount of light to. Remember, the creator is the healer. And so all you are is the witness. So when you're witnessing someone who requires healing, you're just imagining them surrounded in the creator's love and in the creator's light. Okay? So can we please send unconditional healing and light to all of those individuals in Venezuela, all of those people in Venezuela that have been governed by dictatorship, that, while all of us go, oh my God, they're free, that's incredible. But then, what does that mean for the ones who are in it, inside? Can we please send each and every one of those beautiful individuals in Venezuela unconditional love and unconditional light? Please blanket the country in the Creator's protection, the safety, the security, the willingness to receive something new, the willingness to receive a new leader, a new consciousness, a new way of being. Let's also please, please, please send unconditional healing, light, support, protection to all of our friends, our family, our friends, our loved ones in Iran who are going through a similar situation, yet it is organic through inside. There's a revolution that is uprising in Iran as we speak. Please let's empower the individuals with consciousness, with the excitement and the vision and the wherewithal, the foresight to see their country, their people, their world in joy and in happiness. Great. Let's also please send healing to Dana. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's also please send healing to Anne. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Felicia. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Sarah. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Avraham. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's also please send healing to Malka. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. And let's also please send healing to Juan. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Let's send healing to Hector and Dolores. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. Great. And last but not least, would you like to know that you are unconditional love, that you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms over our palms together, faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Place your palms over your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart and congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for being a part of our soul family. Thank you guys so much. I know it was a bit long-winded today. Have a beautiful day and a miraculous day. And I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Mwah. Love you all. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye, Auntie. I love you. Bye, Albania. Bye, Mary. Bye, Angel. Mwah. Love you all.